So you've placed your order for your Doterra essential oils and now you want to get started learning, and there is a lot to learn. So in this video, I want to share some resources that I think are crucial for you to feel empowered in this journey. And I'm also going to share with you some little tips and tricks and ways that when you get your oils, you can be ready to really maximize and really get the most out of your oils so that they go a lot further. So thank you for being here. My name's Kate, I'm a menopause coach. I've worked with Doterra for about 7 years on and off, and I absolutely love the oils and they really do resonate with my heart. But I think sometimes Doterra have the reputation of being very expensive, and it's because people don't really understand, firstly, how to buy the oils effectively. Retail is not the most effective way. And secondly, how to really maximize your oils to make them really last. So that's what I'm going to be sharing with you today. Let's talk about books, apps and resources. And there are so many books and apps out there now that it can be a bit overwhelming. So I'm just going to stick with a couple of basics. I know there are lots of lovely ones out there, but I'm going to stick with a couple of basics. Okay, so this is like the original, this is old for me now, the original Doterra book, Modern Essentials. And this book, it's not actually made by Doterra, but it does relate to all of their oils, all of their blends, all of their supplements, and it really does contain everything. And there's a much newer edition than this edition that I've got. And this talks about the basics of essential oils, single-use essential oils, blends, supplements, how to make your own products, how to create your own spa, how to use oils in the bath, how to use oils with children. And it really goes into the science of how they impact the brain, how to use different massage techniques. And this is really, you know, if you're serious about using the oils and really empowering yourself and having that knowledge, this is really the Bible, this Modern Essentials book. So I do recommend that. Now, if books are not your thing, they actually do an app version of it as well. So the app is called Modern Essentials Plus, or ME Plus. And this is great. I'm going to show you it on my phone now. I don't know if you'll be able to see it on this video, but honestly, it's so handy. And actually I have both because I find them so useful. So I'm just going to show you how it works. Okay, so on this little app, hopefully you can see that. Okay, you've got like a little wheel, and here on this little wheel, you can look at what's in, you know, what the oil does. So you can go to a single oil. So say for example, I'm going to go to lavender. Hang on a second, let's go down to lavender. You've got this little diagram down the side. So if I go to lavender, then I can see there, that's what lavender does. And it's got allergies, anxiety, blisters, for breasts, for calming, for concentration. And it literally tells you the different ways that you can use it. So if you're not sure and you think, oh, is this an oil that I can take internally? Then you can look at this quickly and it will tell you like, no, that's not the way you use the oil. You can also look at the blends, which is really good if you're a yoga teacher and you're talking about blends. So if you're looking at, you know, if you're looking at the blend for women and you want to be able to know, okay, what does that oil do, or what's in that oil, you can click on ingredients and it tells you what's in that oil, which is also really useful. So I really think that this is, the app and the book are really great to have for the start of your journey. So then the second book that I think is essential, and this is a real game changer in terms of the oils, is this one, Emotions and Essential Oils. And this is, again, this is not the most recent edition, this is at the 7th edition. So you can see the cover. Normally the cover is just a bit of a different colour. This oil, as a yoga teacher and as someone that is interested in the emotional properties of the essential oils, is really a must. So I'm going to go to lavender, and this is single oils again and blends. Okay, so let's just go to lavender to show you. So I found lavender, and lavender is the oil of communication and calm, and it's got a lot of information there. It shows how it helps with the negative emotions if you're blocked in communication, positive if you're open, different oils that it blends with, which is really good if you're starting off to blend, and it gives you this information. So if you're working, you know, as a healer or as a yoga teacher, then this book is a must, because what you realize as soon as you read this, you're like, that's the perfect oil for the throat chakra. So if you're teaching a class that's themed on that, then this book really helps you with that. And it's just a really useful guide as well to just take you on this journey, because sometimes you'll choose an oil and you don't know why, or you're just not sure. You've got a kit and you're like, what do I do with that oil? And you can refer to this and you're like, oh, that's amazing, I can use that for that. So that is Emotions and Essential Oils, and there's also an app for that, and the app is called Essential Emotions. You do have to pay for the apps, but I think this one is a little bit more expensive. But again, it's very handy if you're out and about and you want to check. But this book is a definite must have. Talk about some ways that you can get the most out of your kit and your oils, and you can ensure that you always have your oils to hand. Now, I don't really like taking my oils in their bottles out and about with me. I live in a hot country. If your oils get too hot, then it's not good for the oils. We really want to kind of keep them in a nice cool dark place in the house, not in direct sunlight. So often if I'm teaching, I'll take out little roller balls that I've made myself, and these also make great little gifts. Okay, so when you're purchasing these, and I'll put the links to purchase or everything that I speak about with this post so that you can see where they are. So we want to be getting dark bottles. These are amber vials, and this is a 10ml amber vial that you can buy in lots of different places. Okay, and you'll see it's got like a little roller on the top like this. You get a little flat device that you open up with. And within these, depending on who I'm making the oils for, I normally use about 20-25 drops of essential oil with a carrier oil. Now, if you're making oils for children, you want to make sure you do your research and look at the dilution for their age, because it's very different. And do your research on the dilution. So I generally will make these up, and then when I'm in yoga, I will pass them around to everybody. Doesn't matter if it goes on the floor, doesn't matter if it gets left out, because really all I've lost is 25 drops of my essential oil as opposed to 250 drops of my oil, which I really don't want to lose. So you can get little 5ml ones and you can get 10ml ones. Okay, so have a look on some of the websites for different ones. Now, I love these to give as little gifts. They're really cute, little 5mls. They're really nice to give to yoga clients as a little gift when it's their birthday, or little massage clients. They're a little bit more than a tester. And in these, I would put probably like 12 drops of essential oil and top it up with a carrier oil. Okay, and in this one, again, 20-25 drops and top it up. I do like these coloured ones, but we do generally recommend that you go for darker. Clear ones look great, but they're not really good for the oils and they don't protect the oil. So you do always want to go for little darker rollables. And you can get some little tiny ones that are also really cute to sample with. I actually think the little ones are better to sample with than just plain sample bottles, the ones with the rollers, because you can put a little bit of oil in and people can actually use them on their skin rather than just kind of, sometimes people don't know what to do with the other ones. So you can blend them and give them to them as a little gift and they can roller them. You're going to need to get yourself a good quality carrier oil. Now, Doterra do a great fractionated coconut oil, but maybe you put your order through and you didn't order that. If you've ordered some of the kits, they do come, the Aroma Touch Diffuse kit does come with a carrier oil, but if you've ordered the Home Essentials or the Family Essentials or individual oils, then you won't have a carrier oil. Now, there's different types of carrier oil. So you can use fractionated coconut oil, that's the coconut oil that is liquid. You can use almond oil. I quite like sweet almond oil, but if you've got issues with nuts, then you can't use that. You can use avocado oil, which is a slightly thicker oil, or you can use more nutrient dense carrier oils like jojoba, rosehip oil, castor oil. But in terms of making your rollers, I recommend that you use an easy sweet almond oil or a fractionated coconut oil. I'm going to talk in a bit more detail about face oils when I talk about my special face oil. But I would just say get a fractionated coconut oil or sweet almond oil, and then you've got an oil that lasts well. You want to make sure you've got a good quality oil so it doesn't go rancid, and then you can just use it anywhere on your body and you have your little oils. And as I said, 20-25 drops of oil in your roller, stick it in your handbag, because you really want to be having these oils when you're out and about. You don't want to leave them at home in your pretty box and not open them, which many people do. You want to be using those oils, so have them in your handbag. Have your peppermint to give you a little wake up in your handbag at 3 o'clock. Have your calming oil if you're in traffic and you get a bit or you've got a bit of meno rage. Have a couple of oils and get used to just getting them out and using them as you would a beautiful perfume. These are now your natural perfume, which are helping and supporting your health and not disrupting your hormones. So I hope that was of use for you today. These little tools are just some basic tools to really get you started. Once you've got your oils and you've got your books and your apps and you've got your oils and your rollables, let's have a chat, let's connect, and let me help you find some more ways to use your oils. Thank you.